What's it called?
May have to pull away from the curb. Yeah.
Oh dear God. But yeah, it's been a mixture of different time frames or different things that, depending upon who's asking and stuff, like...
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I really don't know. I love the idea of just adult work or sex work in general, as opposed to, even though, yes, I do understand the difference between, like, porn versus camming, all those things that go into the technicalities and stuff, but I still believe it's under the exact same umbrella.
Yeah, it's all adult work. It's all sex work. People that divide, I feel it's not in anyone's best interests.
Mm-hmm. Like, I've been paid to be a nude model in a fetish type of environment and stuff, like, back when I was 20.
It all counts.
Or so, yeah.
I think it all counts. So now you're going to see, this is how you know who you trust in life, is who do you let them get Pink's dogs and eat on the leather seats of your Trans Am. I am more likely than you to make a horrible mess doing this.
I was like, I need napkins.
Did you have
yeah, they brought napkins. I love this.
This is dangerous.
This is
stress. Pink's dogs. We went with Polish mild, non-chili. I got mine with no relish because I'm of the opinion that pickles have no business being sweet.
Which I think is like the most hilarious thing ever. Pickles cannot be sweet. I think it's only hilarious because there is at least one person out there who is offended right now. They're like, no, pickles can be sweet.
How dare you limit the creative expression of my cucumber?
Oh.
Your pickles can be sweet. Mine cannot.
I got relish.
That's a serious hot dog.
It is. This is actually, like, part of me was like, do I need fries on the side? No, this is a meal.
No, this is a lot of
This
food.
is just, yeah.
So good.
That is delicious.
So, we met at Riley Reyes' birthday party last year. Kind of hit it off.
Love
we
Riley.
bumped into each other. We never worked together.
No,
it's
we've
certainly
always
on my
just
list.
kind of seen each other around. And
You're
so.
definitely on my short list of if I need a second villain for something, I'm going to call Crow.
No, I appreciate that.
Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that. It's gone.
So Riley Reyes, thank you so much for inviting me to your
Wonderful
birthday
person.
and introducing me to good friends.
Wonderful person. Yeah, and then we were at Matt Slayer's birthday party just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we popped
That
up
tiny
there.
little bar that you'd never know was there in Hollywood.
That's one thing that I love about, like, going to birthday parties or so, especially if they say, like, oh yeah, we're going to do it in Hollywood, is like, what new place is somebody going to introduce me to?
I've
Like,
never heard of.
Yeah, it was a cool little tiny bar. I don't even think it had a name on the building. I think it was just
Yeah, you'd have to know it was there.
Yeah.
It's on my YouTube channel somewhere. If you scroll back to Matt Slayer's birthday, you'll find this tiny little hole in the wall bar in Hollywood. You should really go there. The drinks are crazy.
It was really good.
Crazy good.
I love Matt, man. I do, whenever he does, like, the Glam Slam or the, oil wrestling, which I'm blanking on what they call that one, I usually help out with his podcast and kind of help co-host or so.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. I like Matt.
Yeah, he's a really good dude. Shout out to Matt Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to say, after we met, of course, we like, oh, what's your Twitter? What's my Twitter? And we did that. But I've watched your social media presence, and although we all have kind of the standard, this tweet keeps retweeting on our timeline,
Oh, yeah.
yours are so encouraging and positive for other performers. Like, you do a
Appreciate
real good job. Like, good morning, all you kinksters. You're loved. Whatever it is that your thing is really cool. Like, you have really good messages on your...
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I will fully admit that, yes, there is a Autobot that is connected to those that helps put those messages out there.
Yeah, but you composed them. You decided what you wanted to say.
Yeah. No, I chose that instead of putting out advertisement to try to get people to see me naked or so, I wanted to put out more positivity or so. If people want to see me naked, you can find it. If you go to like FetLife, you can find links from Twitter that even go to Pornhub or so. And there's stuff out there of me. But my biggest thing is that one thing that I noticed within the adult community is that mental health was not something that was a necessity until recently.
People are starting to talk about it.
Yeah, like I give a lot of love to Pineapple Support. I think Pineapple Support is absolutely fantastic with what they do. It's still within the early stages of their early days that, yes, there is room for growth and room for improvement, but at the same time, what their main objective is, I think, is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
But at the same time, it was one thing to really sit there and say that I can just give it to Pineapple Support and let them do all the work, even though I'm not connected with them. I took it upon myself to even say I need to also be a good example as well and put stuff out there. I fail a lot. There are a lot of tweets or so that do have some negativity in it that, yeah, I wake up and I have a bad day. I do want to let that be known, like I'm still human. But at the same time, I will... every so often, it's rare, I've been better with it, I'm happy with it, but every so often I'll post a tweet and then I'll look at it for about 15-20 minutes and then I'll say, no, this tweet needs to come down.
Yeah, I do that too.
But the idea is like to let other people know that you are still loved, you are still cared about. Like, I can be the villain, I can be the worst person in the world, but I want people to know that I actually do care about you. And it is coming from a sincere point of view, not just
it's a nifty marketing tool too, but
no, I mean,
more to the point.
Even if I get nothing out of it, even if it's just people thinking,
if you reach somebody who was having a bad day and they have a better day,
and you'll be surprised of how many like phone calls or text messages I get from people of just saying like, hey, I'm having a really bad day, do you mind talking with me? And I'm like, dude, awesome.
I'm here for you.
Like, this is what I want to talk to people. I want people to reach out to other people and stuff, because we're all in this together. We can't do it alone.
That is very true.
The likable bad guy.
I joke about it. I always say this is burning off my bad karma. Like, all the volunteer work I do and the good deeds I do is because I'm an evil villain. But the evil villain guy's on camera. That's not real.
Yeah. And I think that that's something that a lot of people have a hard time grasping on.
I don't know. Maybe not. I do love it that the people I've worked with are like, you're the person I trust to do this with. I just saw Allison Ray this morning. We were both volunteering at the same event.
Oh, perfect.
And she just publicly said, that this guy is pointing at me as like the only person I trust to tie me up anymore. Like, I needed that. I was having kind of a bad morning, I'll be honest, and I needed that affirmation, and she made me glow. That was really nice.
Oh, I'd be like, I know a few rope riggers. Even for myself, like as far as rope goes, I'm still within the. I don't do any suspension work. I'm curious about it, want to find out more information. But if somebody came to me and said I want to do suspension work here within the Los Angeles area, I'd send them to you.
I appreciate that.
And I think that that's something that a lot of DOMs need to take into account.
We need to know what we're not good at. I do the same thing though. It's like if somebody says I want caning, I'm like, I'm not your guy, but I know who to send you to.
Yeah.
And I do it wrong.
Like I'm very comfortable with caning. I'm very comfortable with paddling, flogging, anything that involves like impact play of some sort or so. I'm very comfortable with a lot of that. But at the same time, I feel like that's something that a lot of DOMs or so, whether you're experienced or inexperienced, needs to take into account is understanding yourself and understanding.
And just get the training.
Yeah.
If you're not good at it, learn, practice. There's tools out there, and you don't have to be a genius at it, but if you learn, you won't hurt anybody. We're in Hollywood, though, and there's a Hollywood mentality. I'm sure it's a worldwide mentality, but I associate it with Hollywood of get the job by any means necessary. Lie your ass off when you're padding your resume, and who cares if you know how to do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is too dangerous for that.
100%. I think that is definitely a mentality that is out there, but that is not something that I support whatsoever. I've seen way too many people get hurt.
Yeah.
Within the dom sub dynamic or the kink world, and one of my goals within my own aspect of what I want to achieve for myself, if I get nothing out of the porn world, the only thing I want is just to help educate other people to realize that you can't just go up and slap somebody in the face.
You gotta learn how to do that.
There is a technique to it. There is and I will be the first person to say, I used to be a very terrible dom. I came from the aspect of I didn't really have the training, and then dated a girl that wanted me to slap her in the face, and now I look back on it realizing, oh yeah, no, I screwed up. I do not want to hurt people. I want people to leave a play session with me feeling better about themselves.
Yes.
Feeling more
Fulfilled.
that they actually gain something good from that experience. I don't want people leaving any type of play session thinking negatively.
I wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah.